doubt that who God has made a man always forget he's a man. When I look around here, once you are more than 20, you are no more a boy, you are a man. You should be responsible for yourself. Even they also say 18 years. You tell them, now on my own, I'm a man already from 18. So everyone that is here, no one is less than 20. So if you know you are more than 20, you have a conference, you cannot attend it, you are doing yourself. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, I give thanks unto you because I know you are a faithful God. The plan you have for every one of us is a good one. Lord, we have made our mind to honor you in this season, starting from today and tomorrow. Father, I know you are through your angels. You have spoken to the heart of your children that are here right now. Father, I'm asking you to finalize their blessings and let no enemy be able again to ridicule any one of them, Father. Rather, move them to the next level of your good plan in their life, Father. The year already is running to an end. We are now in the month of August. We are witnessing already 8 months in this 2019. Father, every good plan you have for each one of them, that up to now, the enemy has put their leg on it that will not happen. But Father, today, but they are appearing here, that yoke is broken in the name of Jesus, Father. That place of tears, we now be granted unto them in their accounts in the name of Jesus, Father. I ask you, let your heavens be open so that they know you are God. Show them again your valuable proofs once more, that they will know how to recognize you and honor you. That the enemy will not be able to play in their eternity anymore, Father. Lord, we are going into your words. Open their spiritual understanding. Open their hearts to know, to receive from you. Because you are our maker. You are the one that has the word for us. Father, we thank you. Thank you, mighty God. In Jesus' name I pray. You are welcome, brothers and sisters. Our brothers and sisters. Glad that we have everyone here. Whether you are a man or woman doesn't matter. You don't get to conclusion. So what do you hear? It's not matter of saying they are doing their mercy, I will not go. No. It doesn't work that way. Why? Because we are speaking the thing we need for our life. If you know that God has made you in his image, he did not just make you and left you alone. He gave you what to follow, to know how to live for him. But if you refuse to know it, some cannot read, but you hear when they preach. That is the reason why you have to attend a church. So I can't read, but you can hear. Listen. Those who can read, you know, because I can read, I don't need to go to church, I read on my own. No. You have to go there. Because when you are there, the Holy Spirit speaks to your inner heart. And you get understanding of what is being preached. So it's surprising that people who are more than 20 years old, we are saying we have men conference, the enemy is able to keep them at home. It's sad. But we are going to pray tonight that mighty God, that every single one that is a member of this church, that the Holy Spirit speak to them, that they will have time for him. Because it's what you value that you care for. So if you think you value God, I use the word, we have no option. The Bible made it clear. Every humanity sinned against him, so it was already condemned. But because of his love, he always said, okay, my beloved son, go and reconcile back to me again. This was why Jesus Christ came at all. To die to reconcile humanity back to him. So the same you, if you open your mouth and call yourself I'm a Christian, but you don't obey or listen to the word of that one, then automatically you're not a Christian. It's better that you live. This life is a small world. I say it again and again. You are breathing, you should be grateful to God. You have good health, You can bounce yourself. You say, I'm on my own, I don't care for anything. Your life is not yours. Somebody owns it. God sent Jesus Christ to come to this world to pay and reconcile everyone back to him again. That same Jesus is coming back to ask for all the sinners are paid for and want them because they are his property. He will come back to ask for you. Your life is his. You live for somebody, not you. So you cannot say, if I like, I go to church. If I don't like, I will not go. No. Brother and sister, please, from this day forward, it's a matter of decision. Make up your mind that you want to live for Christ. The men's conference for us to know ourselves as men, that you are not more a baby. You have to make up a decision that I will live for Christ. Every challenge that comes on it, I will face it. Why? Because he paid the price for me to live. And for that reason, I will honor him. And he says, worship me. You say we don't have time. He gave you 24 hours in a day. Out of 24 hours, you don't even have 10 minutes to worship him. Give you 10 minutes, take the rest, 23 hours plus. You say it's too small. It's not possible. We should challenge ourselves. It's a matter of decision that I make up my mind to worship that one who paid the price for me. And when you do that, every other promise asked for your children start to manifest in your life. You don't have to ask for it. He has already granted it already. When you do the wrong thing, you take yourself away from that stream. Then you get nothing anymore. It's not God. God is not going to start tomorrow and say, okay, from now I'll start blessing magic. He's done it already. If you are not seeing any blessing, just know it means you are not going the right way. This time we are having this time around is the word of God. Why do we have word of God? He made you. He want to direct you. He gave his word. It's left for you to know now go and look to his words. To know how to live. Without his way, you can do nothing. You can do nothing. You should have at least die for his words. Do not say, I don't have time, no. I'm already tired, I cannot read. Please, make that time to continuously go into his words to read through. Even if you read, you don't understand it, don't worry. Read it again. Read it again. After some time, you understand what is being said. And that is real life we have. Life is only once. Once it goes, there's no alternative. So now you are alive. Look into his words. Because his words, they are light to your path. You cannot, you see, God is not coming up making two mistakes. Do not say, am I sure this is correct? No. No. That is nature. It's his nature. He can never come short of his word. So it's only you that you will not follow what he says. Yeah, that is why that comes in. And he builds up to, that is why we are talking about faith. That's why he said, I don't even have faith in me. It means I cannot do anything with you. Faith means you trust that one. Yet what he says, it is. You know what I'm saying? I want God to appear here first and see, say, now God will be okay, now I know you are God. No! It can't come like that. It's where that, how do you say, who told them that it's God that gave the Spirit to write the Bible? How do I know that? Until the day you witness God, tell someone, right, so, like Moses. He bring to me and say, are you sure it's God that sent you? It can't happen. Have faith in him. And when you do have faith in him, all his promises becomes yours. So simple. But the devil will never want you to grow to that nature. He will not put waste into your hands. What do you mean? Forget about that. Don't go there again. Because he knows the day you have the words of God in you, it means you now know that he's the devil and he has no good plan for you. For the devil is not doing anything wrong, it's his work. The devil cannot be righteous. Why? It's not possible. Don't expect any righteous from him. Can't come from him. The one that has just what is telling you the right thing, then you are singing to the devil. So brothers and sisters, please, all we need is making up your mind to know there is somebody who paid for your life. And I said, life has no duplicate. What is gone, the head has come. Even Jesus has not come. You not say, I will not die, or Jesus come die or comes. No, it's a lie. You can die. Whether Jesus is here or not, you can die. But the day he comes, you wake up from that death. To know whether you are remaining there or you are going with it to eternal life, which has already prepared mansion for you. He has skill to give to everyone to go and stay for everlasting. So why can you not be working for something like that? Instead of allowing the enemy to deceive you. We now say we have a conference. It should appear to you within that I will stop everything and make a time to come for this conference. Why? Because the Spirit of the Lord is going to be here. We touch everyone that comes. And like I said now, the Holy Spirit himself will bless you for coming for today. And whatever has kept you in position before stagnant, Holy Spirit take it away. And you start walking in the right way. That's just it. The things that are not of the tree physically, forget about it. All you touch is your spirit. It's your spirit we touch. All we need to have zeal for him, because he's the one that was able to pay, qualified to pay for the price. Even your earthly father who came back to you is there. So you say 1 million, I have 1 million to pay for my son for sin. They say he's not qualified, so he can't do it. No matter what say anybody can do it. No, he's still qualified. Jesus only the one is qualified to pay for sin, and he did it for you. All you need to do is to believe in him, and that's all. To be credited to our account. So simple. But many of us, we think we are so wise, we don't have time for him. That is why we cannot have that zeal to think about God. We have to have burning zeal for his kingdom. That's the way out. We are already men. We are not under 20. You are already a man. You cannot be going lower, you'll be going up. Then I'm just a small man, I'm just 21 now. What does it mean? You cannot remember 24 anymore. Before you know it, you reach 21, you go to 22. Before you know it, you are 30. Before you know it, 40. When they say you are 50 already, when was that born? That is it. Brother and sister, make your mind today that you live for Christ. It's the only way out. Let's look at the book of Psalm 69. Verse 9. We have to keep your zeal for him, for his kingdom. He said, for the zeal of thy house hath eaten me up, and the reproaches of them that reproach thee are taken upon me. Until you have zeal for God, you always have excuses. Every time if they let say, okay, church is no more 7 p.m. it's going to be 9 p.m. you will not see half time. Or you say already 9 is too late now. Now it's already too, I'm already sleeping. If they say 6 is too early, so where will you put it? I remember in those days we were having service in the morning. Some people are coming, some people are complaining, it's in the morning. I mean, okay. We have an opportunity to have service in the afternoon. Before he late, excuse came again. Then we had an opportunity to have service only for evening, for 5 p.m. Still story enter. I said, is it a matter of making yourself deciding you are to attend the church? Otherwise, anytime they put you, you have an excuse. We have had service in the morning, afternoon, evening. It's the same story. So what do we do? Midnight. I always use midnight. It's not possible. So it's not the time, it's a matter of making up your mind. So anybody say, I will not do half time like that, it's a lie. The day you make up your mind, I will make sure I serve him. Know that he paid the price for you, and it's your Lord, like it or not. Your service is just to help you. You are not being the Lord. Millions of people are on the head to serve him. Do not think if I don't serve him, God will be crying. No. It only means you cut yourself short from his promises. Promise will only flow on that tree, vine. If they are not there, it will not flow to you. It doesn't mean God is no more there. You do not choose him to be the God that you say, I'll remove it now. It's not politics. Say next time you will not enter again. We choose another person. It's not politics. You like, I don't call him God, but he's still God. Say, I don't know you. Some people they say this, people say that there's no God. Is God not there? He's there. So you don't deceive yourself. Just make sure the zeal for his kingdom is there. And that will waken you up anytime you say we want to do this or that, you will be there. Why? Because you have zeal for his kingdom. We are not doing this, it's not a company. I say it often. It's not a company. I say, I want to make banana. We should be happy we have a opportunity to serve him. And that's the story I'm saying. In those days, I go to church, they speak Dutch there. I just sing that praising God and praise with him also. I don't hear what they are saying. One single thing I don't hear. My first week in this place, when I started church, I don't hear one single Dutch. But I know they are serving God. Will I now say, I don't understand, I don't go to church? You deceive yourself. So, God is not looking for anybody to say, please, come and praise me, oh. Otherwise, I'm no more God, oh. He's always God. You praise him, he's God. You don't praise him, he's still God. But only that you are cutting yourself away from him. The blessing has for your children will not reach you anymore. Why? Because you are told him you are not his child. So I pray that the Holy Spirit will help every one of us to know how to make up our mind, to challenge ourselves. Okay, we want to live for. We call ourselves Christian. Why did that word even came at all? If you don't behave to resemble Christ, you are not a Christian. It's not empty with his mouth. Word with action is dead. So you cannot say I'm a Christian, but you are doing other things. I want anybody to call you a Christian. Why? Because I go to church and I carry Bible. It's not enough. No single obedience in you to obey the word of God, which is like to apart. You don't have it in your mind. That will not work. Please do not say I'm a small boy. I don't have time for God. Time will come and have time. No. There is no any age that say until your social year before you know who God is. There is no age, no limitation. You are young or you are old or doesn't matter. As you are today, please try and make up your mind that you forget about what the society is saying, because you only hear different story for different people around you. Your environment tell you a different thing. But what you focus on, the word of God, which is the truth. That same truth of the word of God became flesh, appeared among men who were not born that time, but they did not recognize him. Otherwise, if they knew he's the one, they will never kill him. And if they didn't kill him, it means he cannot walk out. So it is you who can you see not the Joseph born you, even though Joseph did not born you naturally, but they accepted that the Joseph's son, not from God. So do not say it didn't happen as I was not born that time. Up to today, if you are rebellious to God, it means you will not so do the same thing they did. You are already crucifying him. He's not coming back to cross again. He's done it for one and that's all. So all you need to do is challenge yourself, say, I accept that my Lord and Savior, I will be there to his word completely. According to read your Bible, anything you find out from the Bible, you know the truth and you follow it. That is the essence of our Bible. That's the word of God. When you say it's light to our path, is the word that shows the truth. Where there is light, there will be no darkness. If I walk in darkness, I will stumble. But where there is light here, you will not stumble. So this word of God is light to our path. I told us that time to go and read it, Psalm 100. Read it, finish, you see. You need the word of God daily. It will direct you. Why? Because it's coming from the source that you are made. He made you in his image and his likeness. And whatever it is, he put it in you. If you don't want it to function, it's not a problem. That cannot be mission, but what he is still what he is. So we have to make sure we have that passion for God's kingdom burning in you. That's saying that no devil will ever stop you from taking on duties of the Lord. Why? Because he owns your life. He paid for it. And he's coming back definitely coming back. And it's only one who will be on judgment seat, not another person. The same Jesus will be on judgment seat to account for the days you spent on earth here. So why are we worrying ourselves? So this men's conference that we are starting today, tomorrow there are things we are still going to hear. I only want to encourage us today that we should know. Don't call yourself a man, a Christian, but you are never obedient to the word of God. You don't care about what the word says. You don't have time for church. Then you call yourself a Christian. You are not a Christian. You are not a Christian. What it means is, what you believe you are, do it by action, not with mouth. Not with mouth. I know magic will never happen like that. But if all of us are here, because you are not seeing physically, you think nothing is happening. When the Holy Spirit touches you now, tomorrow is another day, it might still touch you for another thing. So today has passed. But I pray that every single one that is here today, Jesus himself, because of your obedience, he will put a mark in you that whatever you get today, no one again can take it from you. If you get another thing tomorrow, it's a different thing. You should give extra today for your present today, for your obedience. That it will now teach others to know that there is need for obedience. Because if we are the same now, he said he goes to church, but we are the same thing. We are not the same thing. Life ends when Jesus wants. You could end it even when you are 2 weeks. Some people born children, after 1 or 2 weeks, the child goes back. It's not complete that you must be 100 years before you die. Say, I know I'm still young now, I still have time to live. Who told you? 2 years baby and 2 weeks baby is gone. 2 months baby is gone. So even the same day, he cried, the doctor, after some hour, doctor says she has gone back. You cannot say why. Say you just 1 hour, you don't live 100 years already. No. So you should know that that life is so tangible. You hold, you think nothing can take it from me. But when the owner comes, he just took on a hand, it's gone. So that means it's delicate. Life is just like egg. If you hold egg, so fine, round, super. If you mistakenly, if I drop it here, that's the end of the egg. You can't collect it back again. Lie. It's broken, it's gone, it's gone. That's how life is. No matter say, okay, I'll pick it, I will not do it again. Let me, can you pick egg again? Somebody I put it here. It's not possible. It's broken, it's broken. That is life. You have to be very, very careful. You know what we are doing in life. That means we should be to the Lord. It's the only way out. Because he made us in his image and he gave his word to me and you. And all we need to do is to obey his word. What you don't know, go to the Bible to search it. You might find it. That is why you should spend some of your time reading through the book. The word of the Lord, the Bible. Because his word is always truth. Because our God, there is no lie in him. So whatever he says is the truth. It's only a human being that will say, I want to please so person. Let me say another thing. There's no need for that for God. That is why his words are very true. So for us to live, like I told you, life is so dicey. We have to put it like egg, pressure to us. That means your obedience has to be with you. You have to make up your mind. It's a matter of decision. I will serve him. He's my maker. He's my Lord. I will always have time to do his own. After that, he said, do my own. Every other thing I will have to do. It's not any lies. Try it and see. See, you said I'm doing, but I'm not seeing my own. Try his own and see. If you not add all of that things to you, because we will never fail in his promises. It's only man that will fail, but God will never fail. You don't say 2019, you say you bless us, this and that. What is happening? You're already in August. I'm so I am. Check yourself. Check your catalog. How are you going? How are you going? How often do you read this word? We don't look into the Bible only when it's Sunday because where is it? Where is it? No. Occasionally go to it and read it. So that we talk about this, you don't even know. You see, what you know is what you can work with. The book can be with you. You are carrying it. If you're not ready, you don't know what is inside, then you don't know the thing. You walk in another way. The best is look into it, know what it says, then you practice it yourself. In doing that, it means the Lord himself will inspire his Holy Spirit to talk to you and assist you. Why the Bible says you hear a voice behind you? Who call him, talking to you? Nobody, the Holy Spirit. Don't go that way, that is wrong, go this way. That's the Holy Spirit. Which has already promised everyone that lives in his name. So you call yourself a child of God, know that the Holy Spirit is living in you and he wants to direct you. That is his work. Only I tell you, when he call you holy, it means you have to try to make sure your duties are right. Otherwise, you cannot stay where your duties are wrong. He's not going to tell you, please, what I'm doing is wrong, I will do. He don't need to inform you. Okay, that's what you only do. Look for the next one. So simple. So for that reason, we have to be conscious of whom we are as Christians. Being a Christian doesn't mean that I'm a Christian already, I can do anything. Jesus has already saved me. No. No, it's on. It's the life you are living. Till it comes. It's not he did it last year, so it's finished. No. Till he comes. Live like him. This is one we're not posted. Why did he call at all to live on this side? To show the example of people. That's how we live. So we know that we need to have that very thing, anxiety for his word. That's the only thing that can encourage us. Not what is far around the outside, what they are saying. People are saying, those who are rubbish. Talking about the word says that. It doesn't matter. What the Bible said about what you are talking about is the most important thing for us to. The only way we can live. That's the only way we can live, and we live correctly. And when you are doing so, the Lord himself will make sure anything he does promise. When he said become the year, anything so I'll do it for you. He will make sure he does it if we do the right thing. But you are not doing the right thing, he cannot change it because of you. No. We have to make sure we are aligned with him. It's not aligned with you, no. It's our Lord. If ordinary human being is a chef in the office, whatever he says you must do it. You are working with him. If you don't do it, for that they say sorry, no more go. It's not his fault. You must say, you will not say, we don't do it like this Nigeria, then we'll do it too. This is not Nigeria matter. This is what I want in my office. If you don't do it that way, you call the following day, no more. I take another staff, you're no more here. You say, what happened? I'll do it the right way in Nigeria, it's your problem. You don't argue with situation like that. That's the same thing we should do as Christians. The Bible has no excuse. No, his God is God. You can never change him. You only make sure you do what he says. That is full obedience. And that is the thing I want us to pray for tonight. That the Lord himself should impart himself in us by the Holy Spirit. That we'll be able to live for him. Are you the one? Live for Christ. Do not say I'm living for myself. I'm a man of myself. I don't live for anybody. No. Can you pay your pride yourself? No. So long as you cannot pay your pride yourself, you must live for who can pay your price. And the only person I can just explain to you now is Christ that is right way to pay your price. Even your heavenly father say, is it 1 million? How am I going to pay for the life of my son? It's not accepted. So okay, I want to die for him. Is he holy enough to die for any person? That's the question. So the one that is right has done it. All you need to do is to keep to it. And when you keep to it, God will not call you my child. That means all the promises I have for children becomes yours also. So all the suffering we are suffering up and down, we are doing ourselves only. So this conference will open our understanding to make us make a decision that we from this day forward, I will make sure I'm serving the Lord the way I should serve him. Do not say, look at what the other person is doing. Leave him alone. Your own, your life is your life. There's no duplicate. So when God gives 2 lives, okay, hold the other one is you. You say, I have to get up, this one finish, I use this one. They are not duplicate. No duplicate for anyone. Whether you are 2 years, 2 months, or you are 100 years, it's the same thing. You want to take it, you just put it on an eye, it's gone. It is gone. All the doctors are trying their best. It's not that trying their best, but the thing is, the real owner, when he wants to take it, he takes it so sharp, you can't stop him. So that is really for him. But you want to do other things for him, you better will learn how to make a decision merely for Christ. And for that reason, praising him is not going to be applicable to you. Attending a church is not applicable to you. Because that's the only way. Other way, people say, I can read now. I don't want to wait any church. I read in my house. I don't buy Bible already. I'm reading in my house every day. I don't know to go to church. You can do it. But you need to work, you can work. You have the Bible in your house. I don't want to see anybody, you know. You can't do it. He didn't teach us that way. So what he taught us, what we do. So brothers and sisters, we should know that we are getting to a stage where we have to know that being a Christian, we have to practice with ourselves. Do the same thing he wants us to do. Not only knowing the words, without works, you have to do it. Show it. Your attitude. People should say, that is a Christian. Not you telling them with your mouth. Before you know you shout, I used to be, God punish you, you leave. That the person that saw you, they will just tell you about a Christian. They don't need to ask you, are you a Christian? Because they know you don't have to talk like that. You don't act that way. Your attitude already show the people you are not a Christian. Unknown to you. You go and tell them, I'm a Christian, I'm not going for church now. You that were something somebody just now. Say if you talk about I'll finish you there. You go away. You call yourself a Christian. You're not a Christian. Why? Because Christ didn't say so. Whatever he does not say, you do it, it means you are forming another way for yourself. So brother and sister, please, I thank God that you are here because you know that today is the beginning of conference and the Lord himself, he is going to comfort you, and whatever stagnancy that the enemy is putting you all these years, the Lord is take it away from you. Amen. And will open doors for you. Amen. To start living for him only. And when you are living for him, no one can stop you. And I pray in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth that power of his, which of course he said let it go, so that it come, the Father will send the Holy Spirit for those who believe in me. You said you are a Christian, you believe in Christ. For that reason, the Holy Spirit come upon your children and let them know the truth, and let no enemy be able to defeat any of them again. Because you gave a promise, if you come and do your work, kingdom work, that all of that things you add to us, Father. Therefore, Father, I ask today, whatever other things in their mind that is worrying them, that is becoming a burden to them, keep them in stagnancy. Father, I ask you, show them who you are, but make it to achieve those things that they want to have, Father. Make it impossible for them to have it, that the enemy never again be proud to them, that you call yourself child of God, where is all of that, Father? Show yourself who you are into their life, Father, that they will make up decision to know you are the Lord, that this year 2019 that we are into, Father, it will not come to an end until what our promised this year be given unto them in the name of you, Father. We are asking you, let your heavens be open from left and right. That same one that will bless the Father, let them have contact with them, Father. Wherever they are, Father, send them to come to them, to have a contact with them, that they will get their praise from them, Father. That no enemy again will be able to delay them from you, Father. That they will cautiously know how to serve you. And Father, I ask you, also bless them and bless their family, Father. Whatever is in their mind that is the request from you, that has been ages, that the enemy has packed down, Father, you know it yourself. I don't know it, Father. Whatever it is to their ask, show them that you are God, by making it available for them, that they will know, yes, is the Lord. If I let people, Father, if I let people, show it to them, Father. Lord, show it to them tonight. This conference, don't allow it to pass by without granting their heart desire. To let them know you know that they are children. And Father, empower them to know how to submit to you. To be sufficiently know how to submit to you, Father. That will not resist you anymore, Father. That grace of obedience, Father, depart upon them in the name of Jesus. Father, we thank you. Lord, as we go tonight, Father, let your angels follow us home, Father, and bless us, and bless our environment. Make us a blessed environment, Father. Make us the light of the world you call us, Father. That anywhere we go, darkness will not stay around us again in the name of Jesus, Father. We shall shine around the world and reconcile our environment to you, Father. That everyone will look at us because of us. They will think, where did you go to worship God, Father? Because you are doing so wonderful things around us, Father. That's the same thing I want you to do in our life, Father. That we shall be seen and they will try to know who we attend to worship, Father. That we can have enough people to come and worship in the body of Christ, Father. Father, we thank unto you. Lord, I ask you that your angels should go and minister to everyone that belongs to the body of Christ. They are not only, Father. That they will make up their mind that even tomorrow they will all show up here. And when they dare to come and see you, Father, give them a testimony. Let them have an encounter with you as they come tomorrow. That the enemy will never again be able to stop them from worshiping you. That your house will be filled with souls, men and female, Father, and children. That in this place we shall not lack, Father. Your place will be in that, Father. Before this conference, Father, we want testimony to happen in this, Father. Let there be transmission in this, Father. That your name be glorified in our midst, Father. Thank you, mighty God. Thank you, everlasting Father. In Jesus' name I pray for everyone that is here.